It was a White House calling, and it was President John Kennedy.
I'd like to share with you a memorial I had the honor of being a part of. A memorial for an incredible man who should not be forgotten, Jay Kordich, known around the world as the Juice Man. In 1948, Jay was getting ready for a football career with the Green Bay Packers, but was diagnosed with cancer. He was 26, and he cured himself. The power of juicing amazed Jay so much he dedicated the rest of his life to teaching the world about it. He made juices for President John F. Kennedy in 1962.
That was the biggest thrill I've ever had. John Kennedy. I'll never forget that. It was great.
Kennedy bought juicers for the whole White House staff. 32 years later, in 1994, Jackie Onassis called wanting to be the editor of Jay's new book. Jay created a new way of reaching people in America known as the infomercial. In 1981, he met his soon-to-be wife Linda, and their spectacular chemistry created, designed, and manifested the Juice Man phenomenon, selling over $600 million in juicer sales in only a few years, as they reached over 250 million people on television every single day. He became a New York Times best-selling author, selling millions of books, was on the cover of USA Today, the Wall Street Journal, the Washington Post, and countless other magazines and newspapers. He helped many famous celebrities and had incredible experiences all over the world. Then one day, his world got pulled out from under him as he lost his billion-dollar empire to a greedy public company. He died almost penniless. Stress is the biggest killer of all, but Jay stayed optimistic until the day he died. At age 94, he had no diabetes, no heart disease, no cancer. He was disease-free and died utterly pain-free. Jay had done his job. He reached billions of people all over the world and made his message clear. It is said when someone's job is done, they are called elsewhere. There are juice bars everywhere across the world now. Jay had done his job. Entwined throughout all of this is a powerful love story with Linda, his wife of 36 years, even though there was a 32 years age difference between them. Let us never forget the living legend, Jay Kordich, the Juice Man.
He saw more of the world than I could even hope to see half of. And travel is amazing, and I want to see as many people and learn as many things from as many cultures as possible, and he just fit in everywhere. He lived 10 lifetimes of adventure. And even to the end, he found the world inspiring and full of wonder. And it was beautiful. And the last day I saw him, he would just want to get out there still and meet new people.
People would come up that we didn't know, that recognized Jay. And it could be the border crossing guard. It could be a taxi cab driver. It could be a bellboy. Whatever it was, they would come up and they would be so grateful and so thankful for Jay Kordich and how his message had affected one of their family members. It saved their life. He would just go out and he'd go from fairground to fairground, selling juice machines, trying to get people, and door to door, knocking on people's doors, trying to help people understand how this could benefit their health, how it could make them more vibrant.
Jay was a hero for me. I too was faced with a near-death experience in 1973 when I was 21, when I suffered so deeply and transformed and was healed. I knew what he had learned and what he knew, I did too. And Jay was part of helping me to make that shift and break that silence. And when I did, I've been doing it for about 30 years now, and I just never stopped. And Jay was that one person who I saw as an example, someone to look up to, someone that I can trust in, that if you have this certain love inside you, and you care so much that you want the whole world to know about something that can transform their lives, then you just step forward and just get out there and do it. Just get out there and just do it over and over and over, and just never give up. And he did that for me.
I'm a living testament of Jay's work. I'm only alive today because of Jay. I, like Jay, in my 20s, was in the hospital and the doctors told me that I might not make it out alive. I was diagnosed with spinal meningitis, which was caused by complement immune deficiency. And when I got out of the hospital, I can only say at that point, through higher powers, I knew I needed to do something to turn my health around and to turn my life around. And I was glad that one late night, I saw Jay's infomercial. And he said, you could build your immune system through juicing, and that's all I need to hear. And that led me on a path to starting to juice, make dietary changes, go into a raw foods diet. And in my opinion, I'm alive because of that today. I'm just one of the millions of people that he's touched in his life. I speak to people all the time that, still have a juice van juicer today. And now they want to upgrade because what I do now is inspired directly because my life is saved because of Jay. I sell juicers. I teach people about raw foods. I teach people how to grow fruits and vegetables. And I teach them about the power of juicing. And I hope to carry the torch, as well as many other people in the world today, about the power of juicing. Because it is so valuable, it can save your life. Thank you.
Most of all, he was optimistic. Everyone gets in a grump every once in a while, but it didn't last long with him. He would just make juice, and it just perk right back up.
He had an optimism and a love of humanity I had never seen before. Even in the worst of times, when we're in the back of our camper van and we don't have any money, it didn't matter. Don't worry, Lynn. We're going to go to Chicago and we're going to do this show and our life is going to be great. And whether there was 3 people in an audience or if there was 3,000, he would give him 100% of his time unequivocally. There was nobody like him.
He knew that this life was not an intermission. He knew this life was a mission to change lives forever. He wasn't driven to make money. He was driven to make a difference. And as he indicated himself, he lived young his entire life. But we don't ask questions such as, why did he pass at the particular date and time that he passed? Those are futile questions. Individuals who are full of optimism, individuals who are full of joy and love and transformational zeal, we ask a different question. We don't say, what is the meaning of death, because we know it doesn't exist. We say instead, how can we give our life meaning based on the knowledge of Jay?
When he passed, he was full of peace. And you just knew that there was something extra. And he's not gone.
Jay, because of you, I'm going to be a little bit more taking care of myself. I'm not going to put a cadaver in my mouth. I'm not going to put carcass in my mouth. I'm going to put something alive because I want to be alive for my family and my friends and the mission that I've been given on this planet.
The day he died, Jason and I came in, John came in, all 3 of us were in visiting him. He looked so sweet and kind. He was so beautiful. And I said, how's my darling? How are you, darling? And he said, still loving you. This was the day he died. And as we left the room that afternoon, John and Jason and I, we said goodbye, and he looked right at me and he said, Lynn, please don't ever forget, life is so beautiful.
Way to go, Jay. Way to go. You did a great job.
There was one sentence that Jay Kordich was absolutely famous for, and everyone in our family knows this. It was 3 words. Life is beautiful.
It was really great.